is Ed Hub's Airbrushing, brought to you by Custom Shop. Welcome to the world of airbrushing, where a steady hand and keen eye can take you a long way. This art form can be one of the most rewarding, but without the right steps, it can be downright frustrating. Ed has been airbrushing for over 30 years, teaching millions, and at the same time turning out some pretty sick work. But this is where we leave it up to you. Take what you can from these videos and run with it.
Hey guys, this is Ed Hub from Full Blown Customs. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated to airbrushing, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or pro. So grab your airbrush and let's get going. Hey guys, this is Ed Hub from Full Blown Customs. What we're going to show you today is how to do snake skin. What I got behind me is a panel set up. I got our white panel and our black panels to show you the difference between the dark and the light colors. Now we got some lettering that I've saved over from a sand rail company that we did. It's called Hot Rails. Now what I'm going to do is I've picked up some mesh here. This is the mesh that I'm going to use on our snake skin right here behind us. And where I bought this is I went to a sporting goods store. And this is actually a baggie that they put footballs and basketballs in. I took and cut it in half, and this is what we're going to use. Now over here, this is a sample of the colors that we're going to use. I kind of went around and sprayed out until we got our background color. This is the one that I want to use right now. So we're going to put it in our airbrush. We're going to fog it back across the lettering here. Once that dries, we're going to put our mesh up, and we'll show you the next step. Here's the color we're going to use. Right, I'm going to throw on my respirator here just for a second. You guys need to wear a respirator when you're doing this. We have our exhaust fan going, but still a nice thing to do. This is just going to be our background color. If you got a touch-up gun, you can throw it in a touch-up gun. It goes a lot faster, but you know, a lot of people don't have the luxury of having a touch-up gun. They just got their airbrush, so that's why we're going to do it all with an airbrush. So kind of it looks blotchy and stuff in places. That's kind of what we're going for. This is going to be your background color. Then you're going to put the netting on top of that, and we'll airbrush some more colors through that. Notice it's the same color on the black as it is on the white, but look at the difference that it looks. You can see me going from one to the other. It's the exact same color, but it just looks different from white to black. And you can do it on silver, yellow, red, doesn't matter. I'm just showing you guys how to lay it down here. Alright, we've got it all pre-cut. What I did is I took the paper off so we can actually tape down tighter onto the surface. So I got it out big enough what we want, but now we're going to stretch this across and tape it down. So let's get it going here. Make sure you don't tape over top of your lettering now. It's a little tricky to get it pulled tight sometimes. I want to try to keep it even. You'll see a couple puffy spots here and there, and I'll show you how to fix those. Like for example right here. This is all I do. Come back in, pull it a little bit tighter, put another piece on it. There, now it's all flat all the way across it. Let's get our other color going. This next color that we're going to use, again, before you commit to your panel that you're spraying, we'll go ahead and spray the color out here to make sure this is the color we want. I'm going to spray it nice and wet. Yep, that's the color we're going to use. So now make sure your netting's all down. And we're going to go from the black up into the white. We're just going to fog it back and forth. I'm using about 40 pounds of pressure right now on my airbrush. Just enough to spray through everything here. Just keep going back and forth. You can even go up and down if you want. But just keep it straight onto the surface. Don't turn your airbrush at an angle, because what will happen is it'll blow through and underneath the mesh that you got, and it's not going to create the design you're looking for. What we're going for here is kind of the rattlesnake look. We're going to use our browns and tans. We'll use a little bit of black in here just around some of the edges. But you just got to keep fogging this until you get it covered. And you can use a white and go over top or underneath this, and then the tan back on top of it if you want it brighter, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Take our white. We'll just do a spot down here. Since this is the black panel that we're going over, well, you might want your airbrush to work first. You actually might want to put some white in there. And then we'll put our tan back over it. It just covers easy. And I'm trying to get this blotchy. I don't want it completely solid. I'm going back and forth in different spots. I know it doesn't look like we're doing much right now, but when you pull this off, it really stands out with a real nice contrast. Now when I'm talking about blotchy, is come over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If you look at this part here, this is brighter. This is the tan that I've just went into one area. Now don't stay in one area and get it running underneath it, but I'm talking about a little bit brighter there, a little brighter here. Just kind of move around. Just go heavier in spots and lighter in other spots. Just makes it look like the snake skin's kind of rolled and twisted again. I'd say we're just about done right here. You can even go at angles like this and come back up in here. All right. Got our brown mixture now. Like I say, I'm not showing you how to mix these colors. These are not colors you just buy from Custom Shop. Yes, it's a variety of colors I buy, and then I mix them together to make these colors. But if you look on there and you try to find snakeskin color on Custom Shop, you're not going to find it. You got to make them. How do I make them? By taking different colors, yellows, reds, oranges, mix them together to make this color. Now I'm going to spray it out right here again, just to show you. See how much darker that is than everything? I'll put it right through the middle of these two. There's this color and this color, two colors we just used, and this is going to be our third color. That'll be our contrasting color. So basically when you come around the edges like this, you'll see all that.